Is the Chase IHG Premier card actually still worth it in 2024? Now, it seems like every time I go to one of these Chase branches, it seems like they're always heavily pushing for this card, and they always seem to have the highest sign-up bonuses. Right now, as of making this video, the Chase IHG Premier card actually has the highest sign-up bonus it's ever had, with 300,000 points after spending $4,000 in your first 3 months. Now, this card does have an annual fee of $99, so let's see if the benefits far outweigh the cost of $99. Round 1, the sign-up bonus. Like I said before, right now is the highest the sign-up bonus has ever been. You get 5 free nights worth 60,000 points each after you spend $4,000 in your first 3 months of having the card. Each night has a cap of 60,000 points per night, and 60,000 points for an IHG property is actually pretty good. That's like mid to high tier on their levels, and you can get some pretty good redemption rates, and you get 5 of these. You can definitely book an entire vacation with this one sign-up bonus. Now, although 300,000 points sounds really nice, it really comes in the form of 5 nights capped at 60,000 points each, meaning there is a lack of flexibility. That means that you can't book any of those nights that have like 90,000 points or 100,000 points. And this is why I like the 175,000 point offer before that we've seen in the past, because it provided you a lot of flexibility. I could use those 175,000 points however I pleased, but with this sign-up bonus, I'm limited to only hotels that have that 60,000 range, basically the mid-tier to high-tier level hotels. Now, one thing that they don't tell you as well is that it's kind of actually hard to find a room night that's exactly 60,000 points. They usually fall into the range of 40,000 or 30,000, or right above 60,000 or 62,000. And I think they kind of did that on purpose. And that's why I'm here. I found some nights at different hotels that are really beautiful for 60,000 points, which means that you can really maximize that 300,000 point sign-up bonus. I think the trick here is to look in Asia. I found out this hotel in Osaka that would cost you 59,000 points per night. Now, keep in mind, the cash price for each of these nights would be $399 a night. Therefore, 5 nights at this hotel would cost you $2,000. Now, generally, IHG points are only worth 0.5 cents per point, meaning 300,000 points would give you a value of $1,500. But by finding a little bit higher end properties under that 60,000 range, you can really maximize your sign-up bonus and get a lot more than 0.5 cents per point. Let's use the equation cost of travel in dollars over the cost of travel in points times 100 to get our cent per point value. In this situation, $2,000 over 300,000 IHG points times 100 would give us the value of 0.67 cents per point, which is a lot better than 0.5 cents per point. So in a way, yes, we are limited because of those 5 nights capped at 60,000 points each, but if you look at the overall picture, it does give you more cash value. So if you get this card and you get this sign-up bonus of 5 nights for 60,000 points each, make sure to really try to find a property that has 60,000 points per night and get 5 nights of that, because then you can really maximize your sign-up bonus and probably get $2,000 in value, whereas the old sign-up bonus would probably give you anywhere from like $700 to $1,000 in value. I personally got this card at 140,000 points, which was like 3 years ago, and I wish the sign-up bonus was there because I can definitely book like a 5-night stay in Asia. That would be amazing. So yeah, if you have a trip in Asia or Europe planned, I would definitely recommend getting this card because you can get 5 nights for free on the house from Chase. Round 2, the main benefits. The first benefit you get is automatic Platinum Elite status whenever you sign up for the card. With this status, you get early check-in when available, late checkout at 2 p.m., a welcome amenity, and my favorite, you get free room upgrades. Now, these benefits are really great in Europe and Asia, but in the States, they don't really care. Another benefit that you get is that when you book your nights with points, you actually get the 4th night free. For example, if you booked a 4-night stay that would have cost you 100,000 points, that same 4-night stay would now cost you only 75,000 points. Instead of each night costing you 25,000 points each, now they cost you 18,750 points each. You also get a complimentary free anniversary night every year of having this card. Now, this night does have a limit of 40,000 points per night, but you can top it off with whatever points you have as well. For example, if you wanted to book a night with your free anniversary night that would cost you 70,000 points, well, you can use your free anniversary night voucher plus 30,000 of your own points to top off the night. I think this benefit alone will take care of the annual fee if you can manage to just book one single night a year with the IHG properties. You can also randomly get a $50 United Bank cash credit. Basically, United Bank cash is like a gift card that you can use for your future United flights. You get this credit biannually. You get $25 from January to June, and then another $25 from July to December. Random, but hey, you get $50 in United Bank cash every year. That's great. You also get a $100 credit for global entry and TSA pre-check, which is also nice to have. You also get purchase protection and trip cancellation and interruption insurance. And you get all of this just for a simple $99 annual fee. I think the strategy for this card is to get the ultra high sign up bonus and really try to get that $2,000 in value from those 5 free nights. Then just simply get that $50 United Bank cash every year and just book one single night at an IHG property, and you will definitely be in the positive for this card. So far from the main benefits and the sign up bonus, you'll definitely make a lot more than $99 just for having this card. I mean, just that sign up bonus alone will definitely give you positive in value. If you manage to book that 5-night stay that would give you $2,000 in value, you're basically just trading $99 for $2,000. And after you just use those nights, you can just cancel the card and boom, you just traded $99 for $2,000. Pretty amazing stuff here. Round 3, the point multipliers. This card gives you 10 times points on IHG purchases, an additional 10 times points for being an IHG Platinum member, which you get for just having the card, an additional 10 times points on IHG purchases just for being a member of IHG, which you get from getting the card, and an additional 6 times points on any IHG bookings because of your Platinum Elite status, which you also just get for getting the card. Basically, for every IHG booking that you get with this card, you get a 26 times point multiplier, which is pretty amazing. I booked a 2-night stay in London for $504. I got 13,100 points for that booking because 26 times 500 gives you 13,100 points. You also get 5 times points in general for any hotels that don't fall under the IHG properties. Basically, every other hotel chain out there, you get 5 times points. You get 5 times points at gas stations, 5 times points for dining that includes takeout and delivery, and you get 3 times points for everything else. Now, while this does sound amazing, keep in mind that IHG points are worth 0.5 cents per point here. So if you're looking at the objective cash value, just divide everything by 2 here. Since IHG points aren't nearly worth the same value as Chase points or like Amex points, we got to look at these multipliers with a grain of salt here. The only 2 things that I think are viable purchasing with this card are going to be 1, stays at IHG properties, and 2, gas if you don't have any other gas cards. If you love staying at IHG properties, man, this card is a no-brainer because a 2-night stay in London could literally give you another extra free night because of that 26 times multiplier. Also, if you don't have a gas card and you just put on this card, apparently in America, the average person spends $2,148 in a year. If you do that times 5, you get somewhere around 10,000 to 11,000 points just from using it on gas. Not bad at all. As for dining or other hotel chain stays, I'll definitely be using my Amex Platinum card or like a Chase Sapphire Reserve card because I get Chase points and Amex points rather than just IHG points, which are pretty limited. So overall, in terms of point multipliers, this card is just whatever because you can only really use it for IHG properties and maybe for gas if you don't have another gas card. But like I said, if you do pay a lot of IHG properties in a year, this card is a no-brainer. 26 times points is absolutely bonkers, man. So just to summarize, this card has its absolute highest sign-up bonus of all time. Yes, it's a little limiting, but you can still manage to get that 300,000 points from that 5-night stay. I found a lot in Asia, not just Japan. I think Thailand and Vietnam had some good ones as well. So if you're gonna plan on going to Asia soon, I recommend definitely getting this card. So I will have a referral link down in the description below with that 5-night offer. So if you want to use it, it would mean the world to me. It would really help out this channel. But if it doesn't have that 5-night offer on my referral link, don't use it. Make sure it's the highest it's ever been. You can also go in the Chase website or you can apply in branch for that 5-night offer. So what do you guys think? Is this card worth its $99 annual fee, or is it really only worth having for that first year just for the sign-up bonus? I think as long as you use that free night every year, you're definitely going to be in the positive for this card. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys found this video helpful or entertaining. If you did, feel free to comment down below and say some nice things. I would love to hear your opinion about this card and any critiques you have about the channel. Until next time, I will see ya. Woo!